Hey, you're supposed to be subscribed. You not subscribed? Should be. I got your streamer captive in the back. You better subscribe before I do something crazy. Alright, bro. Finish up the stream. I think we should react to something. Should we? I'm like, be kind of fun. Really think about it. Yeah. I already got some lined up. I saved a web browser. Wait, Chrome browser, my bad. Y'all wanna react? Yeah, I got you. Alright. Make this into a video chat. Say hi for the stream. For the video, my bad, y'all. Okay. Got that first one lined up. In love with my kidnapper. Why? Alright. Whatever.
My dad was a cruel businessman who loved to torture his employees. His secretary once asked him if she could leave work earlier to pick up her sick daughter from school, but he responded, "Ha! Today you're gonna work overtime until midnight or you're fired."
No one's that cruel. That's not cruel. No one is that evil in real life. No one is that evil in real life. I'm just being honest.
No, go back to work, you lazy bum. Afterward, he thought it was funny to make me, his 8-year-old daughter, fire a pregnant woman. I'm sorry, but you can't work at this factory.
Is it wrong that I'm laughing? Is that wrong? Chat, is that wrong? I'm sorry, bro. I can't, bro.
Anymore. My dad says you have to find a new job. No, please. Just give me one more chance. I have kids to feed.
Not yet. You ain't keeping that. You ain't keeping that kid for long. You ain't got no children, B. You ain't got a job. What do I know about a job? I'm sitting behind a computer every day, streaming and making videos. I need a life.
It was disturbing, especially when police stormed our mansion one night. They arrested Dad for burning down the factory of his biggest competitor.
Burning down? Competitor? Freaking, he live in Gotham City or something? What is this? It's like Wayne Enterprises versus the Cobblepots. Like, if you know, you know. Like,
Editor, admit it. You set the fire. Ha! Listen to me, you turd. You have no evidence against me. So let me go or I'll sue the hell out of you. He was also a cheater. He threw big parties at our house, invited beautiful models and made out with them right in front of my mom.
is that... Am I evil for laughing at that? Am I evil for laughing at that? Is that, like, bad? Should I not laughed at that?
I can't parties at our house, invited beautiful models and made out with them right in front of my mom. I can't understand.
You ain't gonna say nothing to your husband? Cheating on you. Like, you just running away crying. You ain't gonna confront him or nothing? Let's be... Okay. For any girls watching the stream, or the video that I'm posting on YouTube, how many of y'all would have went up to your husband and said, "Stop doing this, or else we're divorcing"? Let me know, because I want to know. No, I don't think any of y'all are going to be running away crying. I feel like some of y'all would go up to your husband and say, yo, stop doing this or else we're divorcing or breaking up, whatever y'all doing. Like, what the hell? Like, you ain't gonna say nothing to your husband?
Stand why she married a man like him. Dad was so hated that I needed
Captions on? No, that's just
security guards to pick me up from school.
Why? That's not. I don't think that's how it works. I don't think that's how a security guard's supposed to work. Is it? Because I don't think it is.
But at age 15, I got rebellious and secretly walked on my own to a friend's house. That's when I was yanked into a van by 2 masked men. It happened so fast, I didn't even have time to scream.
Look at them. They ain't see nothing. They ain't see nothing. They see a white van pulling up, screeching with that loud stop with the brakes. And then you just see, like, you didn't hear that? Unless, like, you got some super, like, AirPods that, like, block out any sound.
I'm sorry we gotta do this to you. Do you want some bottled water?
Some water? Kidnapped me. I don't want to know if you ain't poisoned that. Like,
it was strange, but I immediately felt safe.
I'm sorry for pausing it, but, like, I'm so sorry for pausing it so much. But, like, someone kidnapped you. Why would you feel safe? Why? You in a basement with this man with a ski mask on, with a shiesty on. He just kidnapped you from a white van. And he took you to a basement. And he got you tied up. Why would you feel safe? Why?
Safe. He took me to a basement room and said, "You wouldn't understand, but your dad has done something very bad to my family. Now we demand a $1 million ransom for your release." Oh, I do understand.
Yo,
I hate
what was that zoom in? I don't think that zoom in was necessary. Was that
my dad $1 million ransom for your release? Oh, I do understand. I hate my dad.
What was that zoom in?
Really? Yes, he always hired the prettiest nannies for me just so he could...
I ain't gonna lie. That third one right here. I ain't gonna lie. I'm so sorry.
Sleep with them behind my mom's back. Once I even caught them kissing in my bed.
In yours? Nope. Not in my room. That point I'm saying something. Go to your own room and do that. You ain't going into my room making out. Like.
And last week he saw a wrinkle on my mom's face, so he screamed, "Get that fixed or I'll put you on the streets." Last week he saw a wrinkle on...
You got wrinkles right under your eyes. Can't be saying nothing.
My mom's face, so he screamed, "Get that fixed or I'll put you on the streets." Sometimes I wish he was just dead. The kidnapper took his mask off and said,
"Why would you kidnap someone? Why would you take off your shiesty? Why? Look at her blushing, bro. You're so weird."
Huh, looks like we were in the same boat.
Well, the story is called "In Love with My Kidnapper." Am I that stupid?
By the way, I liked him. He was handsome and friendly. And when it got cold, I asked, "Can you lay next to me and warm me?"
He just sleeping, who sleeps like that?
He was handsome and friendly. And when it got cold, I asked, "Can you..."
Do people really sleep like that? He just sitting here just like, yo, he just over here sitting like, he just asleep, sitting. I've never seen anyone sleep like that. Or is that just me?
"Can you lay next to me and warm me?" Was it weird that I had friendly? And when it got cold, I asked, "Can you lay next to me and warm me?" Was it weird that I had feelings for him?
Yes,
I cuddled into him and
weird.
slept like a baby. The next morning, weird that I had feelings for him? I cuddled into him and slept like a baby.
What is this? What is this Netflix original awe film? This boy touching this girl's butt. Like, I don't know you. You kidnapped me. Don't be touching me.
Baby. The next morning, he finally told me the story of why he hated my dad so much. He said,
finally.
Your dad wanted to buy my family's shop, but when we refused to sell it, he just burned it to the ground. Now my parents live in poverty all because of him. I'm so sorry.
Oh, I feel bad for laughing now. I feel bad for laughing now.
Well, the money drop is happening today. Once my buddy picks up the cash, he will call me and I can let you go. But Chris didn't get a call. Something's wrong. Yeah, I don't think my dad would pay money to get me back. He probably caught your buddy and is milking him for our location right now. Damn it! What should we do then? Look, my dad doesn't like parting with his...
You're the one who kidnapped her. You should have a plan.
Money. If you really want it, you're gonna have to steal it from him. I brought Chris to a hidden escape tunnel that led into my dad's mansion. Let's rob him together, 50-50. Deal?
50-50. She 50-50ing on his dad. On her dad. My bad, yo. On her dad. Her own dad is crazy.
I knew Dad was hiding money under the wood pilings in the living room. But right when I pulled it out, my dog found us and started barking like crazy. Shh, it's me, be quiet. Then someone came into the room. It was Dad. I knew it. You only pretended to be kidnapped to get my money. That's not true. You ungrateful little brat. You disgust me. Good. I never want to be like you. You are evil and do nothing but destroy. That's why no one loves you. Then Chris body slammed him, gagged him, and...
Yo. He full on NFL tackled, bro. He full on holding a bag. He's like, hey, got it. Bro, that's crazy. You can't be letting that
tied him to a chair so we could escape with our loot.
Billionaire.
All in all, we got 300,000.
300. You that stupid? You really that stupid? Out of the millions of dollars your dad has, you only took 300,000. What is wrong with you?
US dollars. Chris gave his half to his family. I had other plans for mine and asked, want to run away with me and start a new life?
No.
Instead of responding, he put his hand around my neck and pulled me in for a kiss. Afterward, we fled to a different country from where I called my mom. Hey, how are you? I'm okay, but Dad is looking for you. He already knows what city you're in. Oh no, I don't want to run all my life. Okay, honey, don't worry. Let Mom handle this. A week later, she sent my dad's obituary. It said he died of alcohol poisoning. A week later, she sent my...
Wait. Whoa, wait. A week. You called your mother after a week. And she sent you the death of your dad from alcohol poisoning. And your mom said, let Mom handle this. Did the mom poison the dad? Did that just...
My dad's obituary. It said he died of alcohol poisoning. I was so relieved, even though my inheritance was paltry. Dad wasn't as rich as he looked. In fact, he was heavily in debt. But I don't care.
Oh, that's why they took 300,000. Because he was in debt. Dang. That's crazy. That's
because
wild.
now I have Chris.
Yeah, got Chris. That's all you need. What did I just find? I'm stuck with a pervert in the elevator. Share my... Y'all want to watch this? I already got 2 other ones. I'm saving this one for a different video because it's so long. You don't want to watch this? We'll watch it later. Alright, this next one is called My Crazy School Trip by Share My Story, Honey Entertainment. Alright.
Ms. Lopez was easily the best looking.
Already know.
Ms. Lopez was easily the best looking teacher at our school. So sometimes I gave her compliments like, Miss Lopez, you look stunning today. Oh, thank you. That means a lot coming from a handsome boy like you.
Is it that simple? Yo. I had a crush on... Hear me out. Wait, no I don't. Maybe it's one of my friends. I don't know. Well, I'm just gonna say me. I don't think I had a crush on my teacher. But it's that simple? You just gotta say, hey teacher, you look stunning today, and you just get a kiss? Is it really that simple? It has to be in like high school or something, right? There's no way it's that simple. Well, it's a animation, so like...
She gave me a kiss on my cheek, and my classmates were shocked. How could a teacher flirt so openly with her student? Well, for the school's Christmas party, Miss Lopez came dressed like a stripper Santa. I'm not...
That is packed. That is short enough. This is what all the teachers... Okay. W teacher? I don't know. So, you know those things were like, for girls, it's, and boys too. But like, you gotta have like a finger length, and like, you gotta stand up straight. Like, you gotta put your, if it's farther, you gotta put your hand right now. And it's gotta, if it's any shorter than the end right here, you can't wear it. I don't know if people still do that, but in my schools they do, so.
Not exaggerating. The principal even made her change her outfit because it was too short. That's the kind of woman she was. But then I failed my Spanish exam and asked Miss Lopez if she would let me pass the course anyway. She responded, okay, let's make a deal. I will give you a B+ on your report card if you give me a compliment that makes me blush.
What is this Netflix original?
Oh, well, that's easy, Miss Lopez. Because you are so beautiful that I would date you even if you were my own daughter. I wonder...
You can't be saying that. I would date you even if you were my own daughter. Can't be saying that. Police, keep an eye on this man right here. Keep an eye on him, just in case.
Wondered if I had gone too far, but she bursted out laughing and said, you little perv, you have such a dirty mind. But okay, I'll let you pass the course. Maybe we flirted too much, though, because rumors spread that Miss Lopez and I were having an affair. The guys thought it was cool and gave me props, but one girl couldn't take it. My annoying girlfriend, Whitney.
What? Why would you flirt with a teacher if you got a girlfriend? What are you... Like... She's not annoying. A teacher, however old you are, the teacher is flirting.
She completely freaked out when Miss Lopez told me, I can't believe you haven't found a girlfriend yet. You are such a cutie.
I am his girlfriend, and now stop hitting on him, you shameless tramp!
What? He is dating you? What a shame. He could do so much better.
The violation the teacher just put on his girlfriend. The violation. He could have done so much better. That's wild.
If that wasn't mean enough, Miss Lopez asked me to stay for a private talk after class. Problem was that Whitney refused to leave my side. She said,
You are just a sad old lady who can't find a guy. That's why you're trying to steal my boyfriend away from me.
She's spitting facts.
I can have any man I want. But your boyfriend and I have a special connection. I just can't get him out of my mind. As revenge, Whitney drew an unflattering caricature of her on the blackboard.
How old is y'all, bro?
When Miss Lopez saw it, she immediately said, "Whitney, did you draw that?"
Huh? Why? Does the drawing remind you of someone?
Look, if you have
They did the voice actor so dirty. They gave the voice actor, the girlfriend voice actor, so dirty. She got the squeakiest voice you could ever have. That's just crazy.
a problem with my clothing style, just tell it to my face.
That's not a style. It's an embarrassment.
Damn.
Well, why don't we ask the guys?
I'm just saying. I'm just being honest, you know. Be honest, you know. Be honest. I'm just being honest, bro. Here. Take it. Oh, it's ripped. Oh my god. I'm just saying. Here. Let me buy one of them pictures. Right here. Buy one of them pictures real quick.
Hey, listen up. If you think I'm better dressed than Whitney, please raise your hand. All the boys sided with Miss Lopez, and Whitney got so mad I had to stop her from throwing her water bottle at her. And the following week, we went on a 3-day class trip. We wanted to do a canoe tour, so Miss Lopez split us up into teams of 2. When I was left without a partner, she said, "Looks like we are together, my cutie."
No way! My boyfriend stays with me.
Actually, I am the teacher, and I get to decide. Whitney threw a huge tantrum, and Miss Lopez was forced to call her parents so they would pick her up. But first, Whitney took me aside and said,
Promise me to stay away from that witch.
"I can't. She's my teacher."
And I am your girlfriend, and you do what I tell you to.
And you do what I tell you to do? That point breaking up, like, you letting your own girlfriend control you. You can't be doing that. Like, I don't care what she does. You can't be doing that. That's like against boys rule 101. Don't let no girl take control of you. It's like the #1 rule in the boys rules book.
Do.
If you know, you know.
But, of course, I didn't. The canoe tour was...
Genos and Saitama. They got Genos and Saitama. They got Genos and Saitama? Are they able to do that?
awesome. Miss Lopez wore a hot sundress,
Yo, Saitama is staring down the teeth.
and we had a nice chat. There's
Can they even
something wrong with
bring
your
Those
girlfriend.
anime characters? in
Yeah, she's kind of annoying. Have
Did
you
they
ever
pay to
dated
do
a
that?
real
Or
woman?
is that just
Not
like-
just a girl? I don't think so. Not yet. Well,
Well,
I think I
You're
can
still in high school. So
change that.
obviously no.
What do you think? Can you put some sunscreen on my shoulders? Touching and massaging her skin felt so good, but we didn't go any further. Not even a little kiss.
You sound disappointed. The fact that you sound disappointed disappoints me. You in high school. This shouldn't be happening. You are in high school. And why do you sound disappointed your teacher didn't kiss you? Why? Just tell me why. It's that simple. You ain't got anything to say? That's what I thought.
Only on the last night of our trip, Miss Lopez came to my bed and whispered, I want you to act sick tomorrow morning, so we can stay here another night.
Don't be touching me.
While everyone else drives home. She didn't have to ask twice. I pretended to have a bad stomachache, and then Miss Lopez came into the dorm saying, Oh, my poor baby, you look awful. You are not fit to go in the bus and drive home. But don't worry,
His parents can just pick him up. His parents can just pick him up. Like,
will take care of
Think
you.
about that?
It was
Talk-
perfect.
like,
Once everyone was gone, Ms. Lopez put her arms around me and kissed me on my mouth.
This is like brain damage 101. What am I watching?
We kept going for hours until I got a message from Whitney asking,
Why didn't you come back home? You...
That's just, bro, the voice acting. The voice. How do you. I can't even produce that noise. How did he make that voice actor?
were sick?
It was
Of course I didn't respond. Ms. Lopez was more important than my girlfriend. But in the evening, we went to a pub, and that's when Whitney stormed in. She threw Miss
Oh my god. Bro, she yanked that hair.
Lopez to the ground and screamed. That's when Whitney stormed in. She threw Miss Lopez to the ground and screamed.
Dang, bro.
There you are.
She playing no games. No games. She just pulled up, walked into there, and yanked you out of your chair. Not even saying a word before yanking you.
Are
That's crazy.
seducing teenagers. You should go to prison for the rest of your life.
For real. Like, she didn't call the cops or nothing?
Stop it, Whitney. I'm 18. Ms. Lopez and I can do whatever we
Oh, he's 18. Okay. Well, then. I guess that's fine. Well, still, that's weird, but like.
want. Yeah, listen to your boyfriend. He likes me more than...
I hated that walk animation. I hated that.
Do whatever
That just
we
made me
want.
cringe
Yeah,
so.
listen.
Ugh. That made me cringe so
To your
bad.
boyfriend. He likes me more than you. She leaned over and started kissing.
Wow. Wow. She don't care. She really don't.
Kissing me again. It was so good, but then Whitney pulled Ms. Lopez's hair again, and they started fighting over me.
Oh, she got a piece. Oh, what?
It was a lot of fun to watch, but I had to separate them. Whitney, go home. I'm breaking up with you. Ha! You lost. Your boyfriend chose me because I'm way hotter than you.
That's messed up.
That's when Whitney started crying. I felt bad and wanted to give her a hug, but Ms. Lopez stepped between us and threw her beer all over Whitney. You get what you deserve, chica. Then Miss Lopez took me to her room
What?
and we made...
What does Chica mean? Oh, she's just like, that's what you deserve, woman or girl. Oh, okay. What's her images? Okay, no, we ain't gonna look at that.
You get what you deserve, chica. Then Miss Lopez took me to her room.
I don't. Y'all could have ended up.
And we made out until sunrise. It was the best night of my life, even though I still felt guilty. When I got back home, I immediately messaged Whitney. I'm sorry for how I treated
would you
you, and
respond?
I hope I haven't hurt you too badly. She responded with photos of Ms. Lopez's car. The windows were smashed.
Wow.
smashed, and the whole car was covered
Hold
in
on, did I see that right? Did I see that right?
graffiti of Ms. Lopez's car. The
The 666 is crazy. The
windows were
666 is
smashed,
crazy.
and the whole car was covered in graffiti with nasty words on it. I guess women are just crazy when it comes to dating men.
Yeah, you think? What did I just watch? Okay, we got one more and then this is all over. You got one more. It's 10 minutes. I don't think. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna speed through
My
this.
dad's a total jerk and not even good looking. So how come he was
Hold
able to
on,
marry
hold on.
Lex?
Did I read that right? I got my... Y'all can read that on y'all.
A stunning model who's been on the cover of Vogue and dated several famous football players. Well, we live in South America, and my dad made lots of money taking backhanders.
Who is Lexi? Wait. Wait. Oh. Wait. Why does that actually kind of look like her? Wait, this picture right here. The hair, the face. Wait, she's like a star. She's like a star. Wait, is this actually like... Is that actually her? Okay, I'm supposed to be speedrunning through this. Right?
Well, we live in South America, and my dad made lots of money taking backhanders. Yeah,
Dang.
he was a corrupt politician who was giving government contracts to whoever paid the biggest bribe.
Wow.
That's why we lived in an
How did you even get that?
enormous
even get
mansion,
that?
even though his government salary was less than
Government-
$50,000 per year. How do I know all this? Well, my dad told me. He even tried to
Why would
recruit
you
me.
tell-
He said I'd make lots of money. But I refused and told him that millions of people were living in poverty because of corrupt politicians like him. Of course, he got angry and yelled at me to be grateful for everything he'd bought for me. I didn't
Bro, I don't
care,
know
though,
what kind of phone
and the real
he's
victim was Lexi anyway. After she got married to my dad, he treated her horribly. He'd make her dress in revealing maid costumes and ordered her to cook for him or clean the living room while he watched. He seemed to get a kick
You could hit him with the divorce so fast, he wouldn't even know it came. It's that simple.
out of having
Just
power
that
over
easy
her.
Divorce.
Okay, maybe you think Lexi deserved it. I mean, she only married Dad for his money. But
Yeah,
she always
probably.
seemed so sad. One day, I found Lexi crying. I asked what was wrong, and she told me my dad had screamed at her for hours and said he'd kick her out if she annoyed him again. I said I was sorry for how my dad was treating her, but suddenly she pushed me back, straddled me, and started kissing me all over. She whispered, "Show me how a real man treats a woman." I should have walked away, but I was
Yeah,
only
just-
18. Having a gorgeous model come on to me was the best thing that had ever happened to me. As we were making out, I heard my dad walking towards
Are you drooling?
the room. Lexi laughed and told me I had lipstick all over my face. I panicked and jumped behind the couch to hide. Dad came in and sat next to Lexi, saying, "I've got a business trip this weekend. There'll be plenty of security guards around to keep an eye on you, and they'll notify me if you try to go anywhere."
That's not how bodyguards work. Wherever you go, they're supposed to protect you. Not if you leave. They protect
I recommend you don't make another mistake. Now give me a kiss. Ugh, I wanted to throw up. Was my dad kissing the same woman I'd made out with 2 minutes earlier? Gross! But after he left, Lexi and I started kissing again. It was such a rush because I knew it was wrong, and I never even held a girl's hand before, and now I was making out with a supermodel. You'd have done the same if you were me. Of course,
No, I
if my
wouldn't.
dad found
No, I
out,
wouldn't.
he would
No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. No, I
kill
wouldn't.
us. But I couldn't keep my hands off Lexi. Our affair went on for months. Whenever Dad
Why?
She was older for months, but I couldn't keep my hands off Lexi. Our affair
Wow.
went on for months. Whenever Dad went out, Lexi and I hooked up. Even though she was older than me, we fell in love. I gave her the kindness and
As long as you
affection my
18,
dad wouldn't.
fine. You chillin'.
But then, Lexi fell pregnant. There was no doubt I was the father because it happened during one of my dad's business trips. Of course, we didn't tell my dad. He thought the baby was his. But after my daughter, Haley, was born,
Tragic.
my dad became even more of an ass. He told Lexi she was fat and threatened to give Haley away if she continued screaming, even though she was just a baby.
Oh, I thought he meant if Lexi kept screaming. Okay, okay, hear me out. I'm kind of on the dad's side, but I'm also on Lexi and whatever his name is. Because, one, I would never have a kid. Well, I might. Just for, like, you know, be fun. You have your own child. But if I went up to a person, and I asked them what the worst moment of having a child was, I guarantee you they would say when the baby screamed at night. I guarantee you. I bet $1 billion they would say that.
Lexi and I thought about running away, but we didn't have the money. And my dad would have found us anyway. The only way we'd be free was if my dad died or went to jail. So, I came up with a plan. I told my dad I'd changed my mind about helping with his business deals. He was so happy. He said he'd never been prouder of me. Over the next few weeks, I went with him on business meetings with various companies. It was shocking how open they were about bribing my dad and how much money they were going to make. They wouldn't have been so open if they'd known that I'd planted hidden microphones in Dad's office. I was recording every word they said. After a few months, I had enough evidence to send my dad to prison for the rest of his life. But I had an even better idea. I decided to blackmail him. That was the hardest conversation of my life. I'll never forget my dad's face when I told him, "She's not your child." He said, "What?" I said, "Haley, she's not yours. I got Lexi pregnant while you were away on a business trip." My dad laughed. "Ha! That's the best joke I've heard in a while." But I just glared at him and said, "Haley's mine. Lexi and I are leaving today and taking her with us. We won't let our daughter grow up around a monster." That's when Dad realized I was telling the truth. He shoved me up against the wall and snarled, "You think you can sleep with my wife and I'll just let you go?"
Yeah.
I pushed him back and said, "You treat your wife and my daughter like servants, and we're not putting up with it. I've got hours of recordings which prove you've been taking bribes. If something should happen to me or my family, one of my friends will send them to every single journalist in this country."
Your friend knows that you slept with your stepmom? He knows? That's kind of weird. Like, why would you tell people that? Especially your dad, bro. How you gonna expect him not to get mad?
As well as the cops, and you'll go to prison for the rest of your life. Dad's face went red. He was so angry, he punched a hole into the wall. But he knew he couldn't touch me. An hour later, Lexi, Haley, and I left my dad's house. We took his favorite car and $50,000 and moved into a hotel.
Only 50. Only 50,000. But the other story, they took 300,000. It's by the same creator. Yes, it's by the same creator. What is you doing? I'm trying to think that other girl was smarter than him. Only 50K. Let that sink in for a bit. Out of all the millions your dad has made, you only took 50K from him. But y'all think about that, chat.
I thought we had plenty of money, but we didn't. Lexi was used to living in luxury, and she hated the cheap hotel we stayed in. After just 3 months, she'd spent all our money. She told me she couldn't survive like this, and said she'd find someone else if I couldn't give her everything she wanted. But how was I supposed to do that? I didn't have a job. I was barely out of high school. So, I went back to my dad and demanded
Did he just say he's barely out of high school?
$5 million. I knew we could afford it. He laughed in my face and said, "Oh, I knew you were just like me. Didn't you say you wanted to earn your money legally?" He was right. Maybe I wasn't any better than him. But I didn't care. I couldn't lose Lexi. I said, "I know you have the money. Give it to me." My dad replied, "I'll give it to you tomorrow at noon. But you'll have to promise me you'll never ask for money again." I said, "Deal. I promise." Wow, it had actually worked. Dad gave me the money, and I could buy everything Lexi wanted again. We moved to a better hotel, and we were happy for a while. But over the next few months, I began to see why Lexi had married my dad. She was incredibly shallow and only cared about money. Although she was still the hottest.
Now is when you found out.
This woman I knew, we had nothing in common, and she refused to act like a proper mom. One day, we had a big fight. I told her she was dressing like a tramp, and I didn't want her going out with Haley looking like...
Dang. Yo, look at the daughter, bro. The daughter loves the dad more than the mom. That's crazy. You really gonna let you... That's wild.
Like that. She got really offended and said, "Do you think it's fun staying in all the time with a little boy like you?" That night, I slept on the couch, and when I woke up, the safe where we kept our money was gone, and so was Lex.
You took it in cash. You took the money from your dad in cash. Why? This guy's stupid.
See, I was left with Haley, but no money to take care of her. I had no choice but to go back to my dad to get more money. But when I went to see him, he said, "You promised not to ask for more money." I said, "I don't care. Lexi stole everything from me. Just give me $1 million. That'll be enough for me. This really is the last time I'll ask you for anything." He warned, "This will have consequences." I didn't know what he meant, and I didn't care. He gave me the money, and I drove back to the hotel Haley and I lived in. But a few days later, when I went to Haley's kindergarten to pick her up, they told me her mom and grandfather had picked her up already. My blood ran cold. A few minutes later, my cell beeped with a text from my dad. It read, "Come to my house. We need to talk." I didn't want to go, but I had to make sure Haley was safe. When I arrived, Dad was holding my daughter in his lap. She was sleeping and well. He said, "So, my son, the tables have turned."
Ugh, why's she breathing like that? She going... Ugh.
"I won't play your games anymore. Your daughter and Lexi will live far away from you. They'll be safe as long as you don't publish any of the recordings." I begged and pleaded.
Safe?
Don't.
Safe? You gotta do if I publish the recordings.
Take my daughter. I want to live with her. I'll give you back the $1 million if you'll just let me be with her. But my dad said, "You're lucky she's still alive. And since I'm feeling generous, I'll let you see." You're lucky she's still...
She's still alive. Hearing that from your own dad when she petting your daughter. You seriously ain't doing nothing about that? Like, if I'm him, I ain't letting no one disrespect my daughter. Like, he's just standing there, staring at his dad. As he said, "You're lucky she's still alive."
Alive. And since I'm feeling generous, I'll let you see your daughter once a year. I looked at my sleeping child. She was so beautiful.
At least you
I
get
wanted to
see
hold her
her.
tight and never let
Like,
go.
At least you
I
get
wanted to
see
hold her
her.
tight and never let
Like-
go, but I knew I had no choice. So I went back to my hotel. I realized I had $1 million and almost every freedom in the world. Life wasn't too bad,
not
even though I missed Haley like crazy. That's why, over the next few months, I apologized over and over to my dad, hoping he'd change his mind. But he wouldn't. Since I didn't see Haley very often, she barely knew who I was when I visited her once a year. I took lots of photos of her while we were together, but she always looked sad.
Barely knowing your own dad when you only see him once a year. That's sad, bro.
And never called me dad. Seeing her like that broke my heart. She deserved better. I was desperate to do something, but since I couldn't use the recordings I had, I didn't know what. The more I thought about it, the only solution I could think of was if my dad died. Now, I'm not saying I planned his death. He was always surrounded by bodyguards, guys who'd been in the army. I wouldn't stand a chance against them. But one day, my dad was assassinated. Of course, it had nothing to do with me, but...
Totally didn't kill the dad. Totally. You know? I totally didn't.
It solved all my problems. I got my
Alright.
daughter back and inherited all my dad's money.
That's good.
The only one who was left
Yes,
with
sir.
nothing was Lexi. She came to
No,
see me and
leave
begged
her.
me to give her some money.
No.
I asked her, why should I give money to someone who stole from me?
Exactly.
She replied, because your dad took all my money away from me, and I'm the mother of your child. Wow. In the end, we agreed I'd pay her a small allowance as long as Haley lived with me. I hate giving
okay.
money to
At
a
least you got-
selfish woman like her, but at least I have my daughter back, and that's
Yes, sir.
all that matters to me.
You got the daughter. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, I've been recording for almost an hour. I'm probably not gonna edit this video just because I don't want to. I've been streaming for 3 hours. I don't wanna. I might make a bit, but whatever. Yeah, so I'm also gonna end the stream and the video. So bye chat and YouTube.